Oh man, the amount of awkwardness in this episode. Oh, I thought the other episodes had a good amount of awkwardness, but this one takes the cake. Just things happening. Things just don't follow through, which makes situations even more complicated. They're teasing us. So at the beginning of the episode, it starts off with Gyeon and Bitna pretty much not talking, pretty silent, until Bitna says something about, hey, are you gonna give me the silent treatment? Then Gyeon brings up about breaking up, which surprises Bitna. And before things even started to happen, their group of friends came in and interrupted them. Now, their relationship right now, breaking up is expected. Seeing how Gyeon is and seeing how Bitna is, it looks like that these two are going to break up and stay break up until maybe episode 9 or 10, you know? And that's when I guess they might change for each other or decide to adjust to their personality so they can be together. But to be honest, I don't know how long that would last. But in the end, and overall, a breakup is definitely going to happen between Gyeon and Bitna. And then the next scene, we see Jae Eon driving. So first, we know that he's going to go to Nabi's hometown, thanks to the last scene from the last episode. So he does, talks to an old lady where a certain temple was, and then he sees Nabi from far away. And he also sees her with Do Hyeok. He follows them, and then we got that little stare down from the last episode, awkwardness, introducing each other, and then the whole gang is here pretty much. If you think that stare down was the tip of the iceberg, it gets even more awkward. The car ride. Barely anyone talks. But Jaeon does talk about Sora, which, in my opinion, not really the first thing you want to talk about in the car. You know, when you have another dude there who also likes the girl that you like, or I should put that in quotes. But yeah, I mean, at least there was talking. But man, it doesn't matter if it's small talk or a lot of talking. Nothing is going to the awkwardness in that car ride. I even felt awkward, and I was not in the car with them. So now we're at the amusement park. Everyone's having fun. Do Hyeok wins a prize for Nabi. Then Ji-won wanted that prize. Nabi asked Do Hyeok, can she give it to her? And then he says yes. In my opinion on that, it's understandable that Nabi wants to be a good friend. Understandable. But for a guy winning a prize for a girl, and that's the girl that he likes, that's for the girl only, not her friend. Again, trying to be a good friend, understandable. But from a guy's point of view who likes someone, yeah, that's for them only. And then later on, we see Do Hyeok taking pictures of Nabi, which makes Jaeon a little bit angry and upset. I expected that. I'm not surprised. But the fact that the situation was getting more complicated, I was like, ugh, the hairs on the back of my neck were standing up. Then everyone is riding on the Ferris wheel. We see Sol and Ji-won get a little bit closer because Ji-won is afraid of heights. But then, let's get to the awkward couple. So apparently, Do Hyeok let Nabi get into one of the Ferris wheel, I don't know the correct term for it, but you know what I'm talking about, with Jaeon, and with him alone. If I was Do Hyeok, I wouldn't let that happen. But yeah, Nabi is with Jaeon riding the Ferris wheel. Very awkward. Jaeon tries to break the awkwardness ice a bit, and Jaeon continues to say how he hasn't been feeling well. He misses her, and he wants her to say happy birthday to him, but you know that Nabi is trying to resist his very toxic charm. And we can see that she's trying to resist it. And eventually, she doesn't wish him a happy birthday. And now we're back at Do Hyeok's place. So everyone's having fun. Everyone is enjoying the vibe. Well, I shouldn't say everyone, but a good amount of them, you know, with the campfire. So everyone is talking about the love triangle between Do Hyeok, Jaeon, and Nabi. Do Hyeok kind of slipped out a little truth saying that Nabi was his first love and makes everyone go, ooh, you know, all of that. And surprises Nabi and surprises Jaeon. Now, here's the thing. I don't blame Do Hyeok for saying that. I mean, Nabi was his first love, but it kind of comes off as almost like showing off, but you got nothing to show off. But I mean, well, first off, Nabi never saw him as a romantic interest in the first place. So by doing that, you're really continuing down that route in the friend zone. But that's just my opinion though. Then everyone is basically playing a drinking game to try to lighten the mood. The one thing I want to talk about was when Ji-won got drunk and Sol, she was trying to, get her to bed because she drank a lot. But Ji-won, I think no, I don't think. She did. She drunk confessed to Sol. Now, she probably won't remember everything she said, but I know Sol will. And it's giving Sol hopes to be with her. But Sol even said, hey, don't give me hopes. Because she knows that that relationship won't happen. But I know it will. But yeah, so now we can confirm that Ji-won does feel the same way as Sol feels for her. And I remember I said this before, that I know Sol has a crush on Ji-won, but I don't know if Ji-won feels the same way, because the way Ji-won acts is more of a close friendship. But after she drunk confessed, I think we can confirm that yes, Ji-won and Sol like each other more than friends. So everyone is about to go to the beach. Do Hyeok is getting ready. Now for Nabi, she wants to go to her aunt's place. Before she leaves though, Jae Eon pulls her to the side and tells her that he misses her. And of course portray that toxic charm he has. Now here's the thing. Jae Eon missing Nabi. It could be one of two things. He really does have feelings for her, that's why he misses her. Pretty straightforward. Or it could be just the attention that he misses. And that attention is pretty similar to a kid wanting attention from his mom. You know what I mean? And then Jae Eon tells Nabi, hey, if you want me to stop, I'll stop. Nabi knows once they start, they're not going to stop. But then Do Hyeok calls out to Nabi, and then they both look at each other, and that was the end of the episode. Now my impression on the episode, again, this was a teasing type of episode. Things were happening, things looked like they were building up, but there was no follow through after that. So they are definitely building up to something big in future episodes. So they did a good job in teasing us. Now with Jae Eon and Nabi, I want to believe that Jae Eon now has feelings for Nabi, but at the same time, I'm still looking at him with his toxic charm, and maybe the fact that he misses her is only because of her attention. And he's just a kid who wants his mother's attention. You know what I mean? So I want to be convinced that he has real feelings, but right now I'm not convinced. Jae Eon toxic charm, it's very, I guess to Nabi, it's very unresisting. I mean, she tries hard to resist that charm, and you can tell she likes that charm. And you can tell that she's fighting against herself, fighting to resist it or fighting the need of it. So this is really hurting Nabi, to be honest. And the way Jae Eon is doing things is very, For Bitna and Gyu-yeon, I'm expecting them to break up. I want them together, but I'm expecting a breakup or them adjusting to their personality if they want to stay together. Gyu-yeon, he does want to be a couple with her. But for Bitna, I see her as kind of like a female version of Jae Eon, where she does take one interest into one thing, but if another thing comes around the corner, she forgets about the previous one and focus on the one right now. So yeah, she is a female version of Jae Eon. If she can stop that, then these two can be a couple. Now that applies to Jae Eon as well. But here's the thing, his toxic charm, we don't know if he does have real feelings for her. So yeah, so that's that. So anyway, that was pretty much the gist of the episode and the review. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.